Explain the following. The importance of Billy the Kid in promoting lawlessness in the West, 8 marks. The importance of the Battle of the Little Bighorn in 1874 for growing tensions between the US government and the Plains Indians, 8 marks. This is the mark scheme for this question, which you can find out about in more detail in the overview video. 8 marks here are awarded for AO2, which is your analysis of consequence and significance. So that requires you to take the first element of the question and think about what is important about it in relation to the second element of the question. Making those links between the two different elements of the question is how you are analytical and how you score highly for AO2. 8 marks are also awarded for AO1, which is your knowledge and understanding of the topic. So you need to be bringing in evidence from your own knowledge to support your argument for this question. These are the bands for this question. Again, you can find out about these in more detail in the overview video. But generally, to do well in this question, you need to be analytical. And that really comes down to making clear links between the importance of the first event on the second event, so the two different elements of the question. You should also have a clear line of argument so the examiner can see really clearly what you're trying to get across. Your structure should also be quite easy to follow, so try not to go off on too many tangents. Keep it as relevant and focused as you can. Also on AO1, you should be bringing in relevant details from your own knowledge to support what you're trying to say, so using that evidence from your existing understanding, really just to demonstrate to the examiner that you know what you're talking about. There are plenty of different points you can make for both of these questions, so as long as what you say is relevant and correct, the examiner will give you the marks. But let's take a look at some examples. So one example for the first question could be that he killed Sheriff Brady during the war, which undermined these new methods of law and order. He continuously escaped punishment, so all in all of these examples show that he was promoting this lifestyle of lawlessness because he was showing the law enforcement system to be incompetent. There you can see we've taken examples of Billy the Kid and explained why that was important in promoting lawlessness in the West. So again, we're making a really clear link between the two elements of the question. Take a look at the rest of the points here to see if there's anything you could have added to your answer. The same applies to the second question, so let's take a look at an example. You could maybe have said that the US Army commander, George Custer, was supposed to protect the railroad from attack, but he actually began mining for gold, and that led thousands of settlers to travel into Dakota and therefore break the terms of the Fort Laramie Treaty. Again, you can see a really nicely developed point drawing on my own knowledge, which links the importance of the Battle of the Little Bighorn to the tensions. So we can see kind of that development coming through really nicely. Have a look at the rest of the points again, see if there's anything you could have added to your answer.